Well, folks, obviously, there is a great deal of trouble associated with this particular place, folks. You know, uh, well, obviously, we can't do anything about that beautiful actress, who used to be in DMS College of Engineering, uh, who studied at the Department of Aerospace Engineering, Malika Sawern. I mean, she probably didn't even come to agglomeration Mumbai. And well, then, we have this particular Mindspace Business Corporation, or rather the Mindspace Business Park, which sits over here. But folks, obviously, and difficulty, which it poses is that, so many buildings, with so many offices, so many damn companies, and so many corporate galleys and all that, there's so many things over here. Even if, an individual is like a manager or a CEO or a managing director or chairman or founder or, the executive president or the chairperson or whatever, he or she can be, that in fact, institutes no element of control over, you know, over that company. Now, while we say company, folks, now take that into account, you can see that eClerks building right behind us. The CEO of that company, or maybe, the managing director or the chairperson or whatever, of any company, not just eClerks, we're not targeting that, but that individual, folks, is only and only, going to be focused in terms of, the corporate affairs of that particular company, trying to, in fact, oversee or rather supervise on the performance-based metrics of that particular company, trying to assess and evaluate the performance of his subordinates, such as the junior manager or the process manager or the general process manager. But folks, in reality, if you see, not even the goddamn manager of that company or any company in this particular Mindspace Business Park, folks, ever knows what actually happened in this place about 20 years ago. Well, probably 20 years ago, Mindspace wasn't even there. But folks, what about Mindspace? I mean, while it started evolving, it can be right that a beautiful Cindy girl, probably played tennis over here, or maybe, she might become a Bollywood actress, or maybe an extremely beautiful girl, once probably had an accident, which should never happen, and especially not at all to beautiful girls. She probably had an accident somewhere near that food court. Now, folks, that incident, turns out to be something, which is into the personal domain of people. But, if that person would have been Katrina Kaif, or if that person would have been Prime Minister of a current country, or Chief Minister, then, there would be a lot of news about it. The reason why there is no news, or rather, there is no deal of admiration, is because, that person won't be anyone to you. But what about a person to whom that person, turns out to be very special? Who's going to be answerable to that fella, folks? We don't understand that. See you later.